Hello, my dear Taurus. This is your love and spirituality reading for the time between January 16 to January 31st, 2017 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. If you would like to support my channel and my general free readings, you can click the ad in the beginning of the video or watch it for 30 seconds or to the end of the ad, whichever comes first. Thank you. I am very grateful for your support and for all of you watching, liking, subscribing and commenting to my videos. So I use the Witch's Tarot by Ellen Dugan. The artist is Mark Evans. And I will start shuffling your cards. I call the Divine with Love and Light. And I call the 4 Archangels in the 4 corners of the world. And I call the 6 elements, Earth, Wind, Fire, Water, Spirit and Air, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Taurus viewers. I want my dear Taurus to have love in their lives, to find themselves in loving relationships. And I also want you to have creative success and to walk your highest road towards your highest destiny. That is fulfilling the reason to why you are here at Earth at this time. So I want to take the chance also to tell you that Mercury will be visible during this time, and on January 19 the planet will be most clearly visible low in the eastern sky just before sunrise. Also January 22nd we will have the new moon in daytime. So we had a little bit of jumpers there, 5 of Pentacles and Knight of Cups. So it might be someone feeling very out in the cold, lost something and maybe want it back, want to tell you that they want it back. So, okay, it's ready. Great, I will just tune in a few seconds. Okay, my dear Taurus, this is your future, this is your now, and this is the past. So the now is probably the last part of January 2017, but whenever you watch this is probably the right time to see it. So Taurus, here we have you, Taurus. This is the High Priest. It's your card. It's about spiritual development. It's always about spiritual development. And it's much like how our entire society is waking up, and how the road, we can say the whole history of how society have become more and more spiritual, more or less spiritual. And this is also like what keeps society together. It's like laws and rules for how we can behave towards people. First, it was the laws that come and was on stone tablets. There are different stories how they came to be. But we know for a fact that Hammurabi, for example, had laws making human contact regulated, so we wouldn't hurt each other. So this is an aim goal for us all. We don't want to hurt each other. We want to be good people. We want to act nice towards one another. Sometimes religion, often religion, because it's very powerful, has been hijacked by authority figures that doesn't have everyone's best interest at hand, but actually their own. They want to have power, rise to power, have slaves, have subordinate people, listen to whatever word they say. So sometimes religion and power has been very mixed together, and it's like with the emperor without no clothes. They are saying that they are good people and they are spiritual and they are close to God, and all the hideous things they do is in the name of God. But if someone would just say and see that the emperor has no clothes, that is, this is not a good person. They are not having all the people's best for their eyes, just their own. That will kind of call for a little bit of more wake up, I would say. The next card is the Fool card. So the Fool card is the pure spiritual self being downloaded into a body on earth. So the Fool card is a new beginning, and it's maybe it wants to tell us to that you have God within you, that you are a spark of the divine, like portioned out in different human bodies here, and also in a little dog here, and in a flower. So probably in minerals as well, and in air. So we can go on, but the divine is everywhere. We are the divine, so we should be our own authority figures. Sometimes we can say that the Fool is very naive and doesn't. He would have like be benefit from having more rules and regulation in his life. But sometimes this power is needed to be very enthusiastic, to be very naive, to not see the problems that will come ahead, but actually just jump into and do it. Jump in something and just do it. And act like from your own now, from your own spiritual self, to solve any problem that would come to surface. The next card for you is the Three of Wands. So something with the red seems significant since all the people here have had the red. Three of Wands, it's authority, it's willpower, it's decisiveness, being goal-oriented. Also need to communicate with other people to get your will through. It's kind of having a dream and want to accomplish it, having the energy, enough energy to accomplish it. And probably you need to have the right kind of contact also to accomplish it. So it's something with Three of Wands it's not so much hasty energy, like it's more like small notes, text messages, meetings, business meetings, the meeting where you're meeting a person to kind of sort something out. So it's kind of a negotiation, kind of going into negotiation here. So next card is also red, and it's another major arcana card. You have the High Priest, the Fool. Three of Wands is a minor arcana card from the Fire Suit Wands, and this is Justice. So something is going on here with between authority and like your spiritual self. That's kind of need to be communicated. Maybe you need to have some contact between your right and your left side brain and make some kind of balance, because this is the Justice card. So maybe there needs to be balance between authority and impulsivity, between listen to society's laws and listen to the laws of God or the divine. Justice is a card that you can't really run through or around. You need to solve this. It's kind of non-optional. If you don't make it, you will have to do it again. And it's the pillars here as it is with here. And something is hidden because there's a purple curtain here, kind of indicating something spiritual, and it's a darkness behind the keys here, kind of indicating that the High Priest here has a shadow. The shadow is probably power, things like this. The key seems to be equalness, like this is the divine feminine and the divine masculine. And this is also equalness, like being equal, being able to share, being able to, it shouldn't be like one is ruling the other or one is slave to someone else. Everyone can make their part. I have a bit trouble with your lighting. They don't want to keep lit in, so I will pause a little bit. So we'll see if any one of them will revolt again, but now they seem to be shining. And here we have a Knight of Wands, a Knight of Fire, and this is like a person that's they want to experience everything. It's kind of a very fiery emotion. They have this passion and they want to explore the world. They want to explore love. They want to explore business. They want to make career. They have a hunger. The spirit has a hunger, and they might be very new souls to earth sometimes. But they have kind of the right idea that you shouldn't settle until you find like true happiness, until you find somewhere where you really want to stay, or until you have a really great inspired idea that you can develop. So the Knight of Wands, it's something moving forward here with the wands anyway. And all the red, it's very red here. It's like a carnival of redness. Red is, of course, root chakra, so it's about society. And now people are working together, families, societies, religion, people overall. Maybe you are thinking of really a big picture here, like thinking of world problems and things like this, like how to make it equal for people, how to make them become happy. So it can be really high spiritual ideas that's roaming around your head. The next card is Six of Swords. And Six of Swords is kind of taking your past experience, everything that you have been through with your life or a certain issue, and kind of do some self-realization, kind of see yourself and see this situation and what you should have done and what you really did, and how to better this situation. It's also an opening of the heart. It's like an opening between the mind and the heart chakra, kind of not denying yourself anymore, or your feelings, or what you really want, or what you really want to have. And it seems like you're very determined to reach the place where you want to be, rather than this place where you are running away from, or paddling away from, where you don't want to be. It's like coming out of a rather problematic situation, and this problematic situation were for you to make an experience, for you to see something significant and realize something, and then act upon that realization. So the next card is Ten of Wands, so more with this redness, and this is a person moving. The Six of Swords is a person moving over water. This is a person moving over land, and it's coming underneath the Fool. So it might be that you are going to do something impulsive and, leave something behind that was really important to you, something that you were very rooted in. It might have been that you have overexhausted yourself in some way, or that you need to delegate. Maybe you have created something that has become too big, so it's out of your hands now, and you need to maybe get more co-workers, maybe let more know what you have learned, so the words can be spread. So it's something here with a big expansion. I've been working hard, so be mindful of not burning yourself in every end here. Yes, and here comes the sun really central. So it's we had problem with your lights here, but this is the highest energy card of fire in the whole deck. It's like a lot of energy here, and it's very central. So I guess you have gotten some new idea. It might have been hard to realize it because you had a lot of resistance, maybe from society, current how things works currently, and maybe you felt like there was some kind of conflict between you and society in this matter. But it seems like it might be a good idea that will actually lift off, because you have these wands here, the fire knight here. And it's a lot of movement going on here. So it's interesting. It can be movement over time, or over waters, or moving to a new place. Here you have strength as well. Come very perfect underneath Justice card. In many tarot deck, Justice and strength is kind of reversed. So this is number 11 instead of 8 sometimes. So they have much in common. It's about becoming an adult. It's about integrating the inner animal, and being able to speak for it, to kind of speak for your needs, your desires, your want, the fire that burns in your soul, the fire that burns in your heart. All that fire needs to be aimed at some direction. It's like holding a fire hose of fire instead of water, and you have to aim it in some direction. You need to stand really steady to be able to force this energy to some certain point, where you want to build something up, because this fire isn't burning down, it's building up. It's your willpower. You're using it towards a specific goal, and it seems to be a lot with like your place in society and society overall. But it also seems to have to do with your passion and your happiness and like what you want to do with yourself. Maybe you have been like a working class hero to others, and now you maybe need to start working more for you or on your spiritual path here, really finding your way forward, where the place that's going to make you happy. The next card is Eight of Wands. So this is the sun's rays. So it seems to move really hasty here. You can get messages, you can get promotions, you can get people asking you out, you can have things being offered to you, new job maybe, something like that. But it's also about truth talking. So it seems like you might have been like holding a secret for only you or for a few, and now this thing needs to be spread a little bit more widely. Truth, and a lot of strength, it's needed here. So I don't know exactly what you're doing, but it looks to be on a society or a family level or very deep in the root chakra areas. And for some of you, it might be Kundalini energy rising, because it's a lot of fire here. Yeah, so you can do some practice. If you are not already doing Kundalini yoga or something like that, it could be a good idea to start to release this energy so it doesn't get stuck somewhere on the way up through your vertebra. Yes, I think backbone. Okay, so, and in the future we have a Page of Swords, so more truth talking, and also educating yourself, learning maybe more about yourself, about how society is built, and seeing the truth of the situation. Page of Swords is like doing a revolution in often for the weak, like for the orphan or for the poor or for those who really can't speak for themselves. That's Page of Swords, because they are like a little bit of underdog that kind of see things, especially see that the emperor has no clothes, and really wants people to know, because they love truth. They want truth. Truth are making them comfortable. You can see that he has an eagle necklace around his head, and that's the big spirit seeing things from above and taking our message to the sun, our prayers. So a little revolutionary force here. And suddenly we have Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is for needs, having your needs met, something that you desire, something that you need to have to become happy. And it seems like it's family values here, family values, or how you need to get money, things like this, because here you are kind of overworking. You are this fool here, a very like a person maybe that doesn't, it's a very spiritual person that might not go so well under, they are not working so well underneath human rules. They are kind of dreamers, okay? And this is a dreamer under very hard pressure that might need to look more at their needs, okay? So if you feel like you're a very spiritual person, having a hard time coping with all the things that need to be done to maintain your life on earth, you might need to look a little bit more, focus a little bit more about what you need, because this is a danger of you exhausting yourself, and especially if you are a very highly sensitive, naive, highly spiritual person. You might need to refresh yourself, getting back your health a little bit, taking care of you a little bit more. This is also about relationships sometimes, your soul family, things like this. And maybe you're working very hard for them, But it's something that needs to be said as well. Here we have the Chariot, so it's very good if people can work like together on a common goal, and maybe it won't be such a burden for you alone. And this is again a little bit revolutionary energy. We have Sagittarius here and Cancer, Sagittarius energy coming there through this strength, and Cancer energy is coming through this with a Taurus and the working hard section. So revolution here and working according to the rules here. And what are you going to choose? This is more your enlightenment, like your spiritual path here, coming right down to the Chariot. So maybe you need a little bit of both. Sometimes following the rules and doing the work, taking responsibility, but not maybe to a 10. And also start to know your own needs and what actually will make you happy, because you don't want to work every day until your grave and then find out that you missed out on everything. So next card is 10 of Pentacles, and it comes underneath justice and strength. I think it's much. This is much happening on a society level, and or in a family or at a workplace or something like this, where sometimes you kind of felt like you need to be very strong to do your fair share. That you need to be very effective, well organized, things like this. But you also have this child trait coming here through the Fool and the 19, the Sun, very pure child here, to this 10 of Pentacles. So see to that your spirit gets a place in this as well. There's a time to work and there's a time to play. There's a time to be effective, and it's a time to rest, and it's a time to do useful things for maintaining your surrounding. And sometimes you need to do useful things to maintain you. So you're healthy and well-fed and happy, things like this. So the last card is the Star card, and this is where the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands are pointing to the stars. So you have like a greater way to follow, a greater road to follow, and it's very important that you use your strength and your revolutionary skills and your me, your unique me to find your ways to the stars, because you are in this particular way. You weren't born like this just to tease people. You were probably born like this because you have something to give to the world by you being very especially you. Okay, we see this from 3 of Wands, strength, and the star. This is 17, and this is 8. 1 plus 7 is 8. So they are very much connected. When you follow your inner animal, listen to yourself and your passions, you follow the divine star map that was written for you once. So you would complete the things you were supposed to do here on earth. You need to have both energies, like you need to probably have much more balance in your life. This is the Chariot and the Justice. So 2 equal energies, and you will be able to make some kind of lift off here. Maybe creating something valuable for yourself and your family. So, okay, I will take some cards for you from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms to see a little more. But it looks like a very cardinal reading in some way. It's very high up, and in the same way, talking a lot about your body and how you're taking care of it. It's like, okay, we have 2 cards here falling out. So we have the Prison Wave, self-sabotage, poverty of consciousness, and we also have the Sacred Union. So it might be that you are not handling your spiritual self very well. Maybe you want to be good to others, and you forget about yourself a little bit. Okay, so you can be better towards others, I think, if you are giving more energy to you and taking better care of you. So don't forget yourself, even if it's very hectic for you right now. It seems like you need to give yourself the things so your spirit will kind of have the energy to come all the way into this beautiful goal here. You have both the stars and the sun, and 3 of Wands and 8 of Wands, a lot of movement, and Page of Swords and Knight of Wands, that's a lot of like your way. It's very much so. You need to follow your unique way for you. Okay, so past life oracle card. Oh, we have a phobic knight here. So we have sent down a trooper on Earth that were supposed to be exactly as they were, but they are becoming a little bit phobic and thinking that maybe they are not good enough. Maybe I have done something wrong, and question yourself, being scared of things, things like this. So I would like for you to maybe align yourself with you more and not fear like that there's something wrong with you, because it's not. I think the things that you feel are wrong with you are the exact thing that are exactly right with you. So try to go back to being this knight, being sent here on Earth on a special mission, and understand that they sent you for a reason, probably because you needed to be exactly who you are and line yourself with you. We see this little figure here sitting in this chariot. So you need to be the boss of this mission if you are going to see it through. And those phobias is probably coming from you not knowing if this is the right thing to do or not. So we never know this. We can only follow our inner bliss. Of course, not hurting other people, not putting our stuff in their way. But you are still allowed to be you, to be yourself. And the more you are, the better it is. So a little more taking care of yourself. And this reading is really wonderful. It's a really big lift off, but it's going to require a lot of energy from you as well. So sleep and eat and rest when you can, and work on this beautiful, beautiful future that's coming to you when you have the strength to do so. Okay, thank you, dear Taurus, for watching this far, and I hope you take really good care, and that we will see each other again in the beginning of February. Okay, bye bye.